That's a very healthy tone. Oh, that's a little bumpy. Well, how's it going, JDM crew? For those of you guys wondering, yes, that's the sound of a beautiful 2.5 liter turbo 1JZ. And wow, yeah, suspension's a little bit rough. So for those of you guys that are familiar with the Chaser, really nice. Very comfortable overall, except I think I have to dial in the suspension a little bit. We do have coilovers there, so the spring rate's a little bit higher. Plenty of other mods as well. We do have a nice kit on this, beautiful blue, which I'll show you guys in a little bit on the exterior. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to check out some of our other videos if you're looking for something else. For those of you guys that are really curious about this Chaser, we do have some Chasers and Mark IIs, some other Toyotas that might not be available in your part of the world, so you might be interested in that. So this one, interior's okay in some portions, is not so okay in others. We do have a little bit of vinyl damage on the both doors, actually, passenger and driver side, and basically that's just from a lot of wear and tear, probably some of the sunshine. Dash is intact, a little bit of a tear down there, and a little bit right here where I believe they had a gauge previously. If you want to put one back, it's got a hole in there so you could drop your wire down in there. I'm not sure what the previous owner would have removed, because a lot of the other stuff is still here for the mods. I mean, got the racing seat, Momo drift steering wheel, and yeah, we even got this like carbon fiber cover for the center console. We do have intake and exhaust. As you can tell, sounds really good. That inline 6 is just absolutely gorgeous. Love the sound of the 1J. But yeah, for the creature comforts, it's got all the standard stuff there, audio deck and everything else. AC's working, but I actually got the heater going on right now. It's a little bit chilly now. We are really getting that fall weather finally. But yeah, the spring rate, I need to check the dampening force, so I could probably dial that up. That's what I would recommend for most drivers. If you're looking for a softer ride, I'd probably recommend something a little bit more OEM than this. But for something a little bit sportier while still being a sedan, this is definitely, it ticks all the boxes. Yeah, definitely there's some long-time fans there, but for some of you guys a little bit new to the scene, yeah, these are a lot of fun. A lot of guys set them up for drift, not just drift though, we do have like that VIP style, so sometimes they combine the two, so it's not as wild as the drift scene, but some people get it a lot more for the comfort, but they still slam them really low, get the big body kits on there. From the exterior, you'll see we do have a nice kit all around, and nice wheels and rims, which the low profile tires, I know I keep going, it's because it is a little bit bumpier. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, those can be adjusted. It is pretty, yeah, I'm definitely feeling the bumps, so that's really, I would dial that in a little bit. Probably later on I'll take a look, because it is adjustable. And so, yeah, actually the ride height is a little close to OEM. That tone is just something. Yeah, I'll let those guys in there. It'll be a little nice. Made a little too much noise there, but ooh, just like trumpets. Angels singing back there. That's the one thing about the 1J though, is definitely the rev happy engine. Definitely sounds great when you hit the higher RPMs. I know the 2JZ swap is often popular with a lot of Toyotas, but the 1J is equally as awesome. Okay, maybe not equally on some areas, but there's definitely a pretty good following for that as well. Well, we're going to get over to the warehouse and I'll be able to point out some of these things a little bit more in detail, and we'll check out the exterior and I'll show you just a couple of the mods in the engine bay. It's nothing too extreme. They definitely hit more of the efficiency mods more than like any of the crazy tuning, but overall it's pretty nice. So let's go fast forward and check that out. Alright, and here we are from the interior here. As you can see, the oops, out of focus there, apologies. Alright, we got the dash, and you can see that's where they had the gauge before. Everything else is clear. A little bit down there, as I was saying. So the rest of it and around the airbags and the larger sections are alright. And here we have the carbon center console area. I see the cigarette lighter there. Panasonic audio / Navi system. It's the Strata line. So over here we've got a little bit of that carbon look vinyl. And so we've got the OEM seats for everybody else, but the one that I'm sitting in is a racing seat, so I'll hop out so you guys can see that. And also, so you can see the mileage here, we've got about 170,000 kilometers. Yeah, I'll just step out here quickly. Oh, before I hop out, the shift knob is just a bit worn. We do have the little button here for the handbrake. So for drifters, it kind of keeps it where you can actually just engage and disengage very quickly, or you have to pull the button to actually engage it. Alright, here we go. So a little bit of wear, but on the sides here, it's not like super ripped, so it's actually alright. Just a little bit of wear there. Pretty comfortable for a racing seat. And it does appear that they changed out the speakers, which you can see from at least this side. It's not super bassy or anything because it's lacking a sub, but overall still good. Oh, and as I was mentioning earlier, so it's all right over here, but towards the edges, yeah, a little bit of cracking on both sides. As you see that nice blue, but we'll have a look at that in just a second. But just wanted to let you know more about the other two doors are fine. So pretty much the driver and passenger side from getting in and out, well, of course it's gonna be a little bit more worn. And so we don't have any sag or anything out there. Alright, we'll just take a quick little walk around here. You guys could see. Nice kit. The paint job's still pretty good there. And it's essentially straight piped. Quite the tone. You could definitely hear the 1JZ. And we can actually catch a glimpse of the coilovers, maybe just slightly. So yeah, we can get a better look at that later. And so they did update the horn, and of course the headlights have a little tinted cover to it. And you can see a front mount intercooler there, so definitely a little bit more volume going into the engine. And we do have the intake, which I'll just show you here in a second. Alright, and here we are at the good old 1J. As you can see, we do have that intake with the dome filter. Pretty high flow. Getting compressed there by the turbos. Down through the intercooler, up around here to the intake. And so yeah, it does say 2500 turbo, so it's 2.5 liter with VVTi, so we've got that variable timing. So you can get a little bit more power but still have some pretty good mileage. And it's actually pretty good on the highway. Geez, sorry, I'm trying to get that plate there. So if you guys want to look up some more information about this particular model, and as you can see, JZX100. Also right here. Yeah, and so it is OEM on the Radiator, so the cooling is pretty much stock. A lot of the other support components are stock, so nothing too crazy there. We do have a different temperature sensor here, and I believe that's for the Greddy Boost controller. And as you can see, the tops of the coilovers here, so you can make some of your adjustments. And the heat shield's in pretty good shape too. Oh, and I just noticed there's on the sticker here. So it's at the Toyota Kyushu plant. So that's out west. Well, there you have it, crew. Another nice Chaser here. So if you're a fan of the Chaser or the Mark II, definitely got plenty of those, and we'll probably have more on the way. A lot of requests also for these, so I'm glad we got a few more in stock. So we got this Chaser here. We actually got another RX-7. We'll have a video on that in sometime soon. But as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Leave a thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't, well, oh well. I mean, we're just presenting some of the inventory. So if you need some more information, well, I don't have that, but you can hit up our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. If you send them an email, they'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours or so. And if you Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter DM, they'll take care of your questions there also in about 24 hours. So it depends. We got guys up around the clock and all around the world too. So we definitely got some help for answering your questions. We've got some questions about the process, you're looking for something else in particular, maybe something a little bit less stock or more stock, whatever you want, they've got you covered. So as I mentioned earlier about the suspension, a little bit rougher for some of you guys, so if you're looking for something a little bit more OEM, well, could either change that out or maybe find something else for you. So definitely a lot of fun though. Any of the cars with 1Js are definitely really fun. As you can tell from that engine tone, it's pretty neat. Even just from opening it up a little bit, no crazy tuning, it still sounds really good. So definitely the Toyota Soarer. I don't know why those aren't more popular, but they are sold under different names in other parts of the world, usually under the Lexus brand. But those are cool too. But they also have the 1JZ, so okay, whatever suits you, definitely hit up our sales guys and they'll answer your questions, and hopefully you get one of these soon. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, and keep the JDM dreams alive wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. We're getting a little bit cooler here, as I said, heading into the winter months, and just stay safe out there. All right, take care.